Let's take a look at how to classify employees. Zambrosius provides 22 renameable categories for assigning employees. These categories fall into three main classifications: cost of goods sold, sales general and administrative, and research and development. You will be asked for employee details in the employee data section. You can allocate each employee's time to different products and services in the section for allocation of employee time. Let's look at each classification in more detail. There are two categories for hourly cost of goods sold employees: direct and indirect. In the employee data section, both of these categories can be further divided into employee types. COG's direct employee hours are based directly on the units of products or services sold. These employees could be electricians, shop engineers, or programmers. Based on the number of units sold each month, Zambrosius automatically calculates the required number of these employees for each month. There are no start dates for COG's direct employees, as they are automatically hired and let go as you require them. COG's indirect employees are hourly employees whose numbers are not based directly on the number of product or service units. These employees have hire dates and may consist of fork truck drivers, supply room clerks, etc. Sales, general, and administrative, SG&A, and research and development, R&D, are classification types for salaried employees. These employees can have a portion, none, or all of their time allocated to a product or service. The categories shown here are always turned on by default. The other categories can be turned on and off, but warning, keep in mind that turning off a category deletes all its information with no undo feature available. You can turn the same category on again, but it will not contain any data. You will be asked for salary information, start dates, and other details later in the employee data section. You can follow the steps in order or use the employee tabs to go there at any time. Now let's take a closer look at employee type details. For each employee type, you'll be asked for the employee name or description, job title, starting salary, and position headcount or the number of people within the employee type. Next, select the start period for all individuals within this employee type. If employees of the same type are hired at different times, each will require separate line items. Remember, you can rename each employee type by clicking here. If you need help determining the appropriate salary or benefits for an employee, Zambrosius provides you with a simple lookup to salary.com. You'll use the company's zip code you've already provided and combine that with the employee title to search for this information. Zambrosius calculates benefits and taxes as a percentage of salaries. The state workers' compensation rate for COGS, or R&D and SG&A, and state unemployment rates can be found via the drop-down lists provided. Let's look at how to enter an employee's allocation of time in Zambrosius. Keep in mind that in Zambrosius's planning system, all work weeks are set at 40 hours per week. For COG's direct employees, enter the decimal amount of time each employee spends to produce one unit of each product or service. For example, enter 0.5 if it takes an employee 30 minutes on each unit. The amount of time is required. Otherwise, Zambrosius will calculate that the business does not require any of these employees. On the income statement, 100% of a COG's direct employee's time will be included in COG's labor. For all other employee types, enter the percent of time each employee spends on a product or service. Remember, it's a 40-hour work week. If an employee works on a product or service 20 hours a week, enter 50%. 32 hours a week, enter 80%. On the income statement, all labor costs that are spent on a product or service are included in COG's labor. COG's indirect and SG&A employees' unallocated time is placed into SG&A labor. R&D employees' unallocated time will be included in R&D labor.